Welcome to the Dinar Chronicle, your trusted source for global revaluation news and real-time developments in foreign currency exchange. If you're holding on to Iraqi dinar or closely watching the revaluation trends across the Middle East and Asia, today's update is nothing short of historic. After years of speculation, policy shifts, international negotiations, and financial reform, the Iraqi dinar has officially entered the global Forex trading system at a real market-driven rate. That's right, what many believe to be impossible or years away has just become a real-time financial event. According to confirmed data now appearing on major international Forex platforms, including Bloomberg Terminal, Reuters Icon, and MetaTrader feeds across the world, the IQD is now listed as actively traded, no longer pinned to the artificial or programmatic rates seen in the past. This change signals a new chapter not only for Iraq's currency, but also for its fiscal sovereignty and reintegration into the global economic system. As of this hour, the dinar is displaying a floating rate that reflects real demand, international confidence, and underlying economic reforms driven by Iraq's central bank. This shift didn't occur in isolation. Over the past several weeks, a growing number of indicators pointed to this transition. Multinational banks began receiving signals from the Bank for International Settlements, alongside changes in SWIFT behavior for IQD-based accounts. Quiet but consistent movement in the oil contracts market, particularly regarding settlements in local currencies, also gave seasoned analysts reason to believe something major was in motion. And now, with this confirmation on the Forex screens, the speculation has transformed into financial reality. It is important to understand just how significant this event is. The IQD, long held in quasi-isolation and limited to controlled internal exchange rates, had not been traded freely on the global market in decades. This suppression was due to a mix of sanctions, internal instability, economic mismanagement, and international caution. But recent economic stability, progress in anti-corruption enforcement, new trade agreements with neighboring countries, and a much-anticipated reform package from the Central Bank of Iraq have collectively created an environment ripe for monetary liberalization. Currently, the IQD is showing early trading volume fluctuations as global investors, hedge funds, institutional Forex traders, and even some sovereign wealth accounts begin recalibrating positions. Retail Forex platforms are also reporting delays and volatility as they update spreads to accommodate the new IQD activity. At the time of this report, spreads remain wide, and the rate itself is not yet stabilized, with numbers ranging from 1,200 IQD per USD down to as low as 850 per USD. Though some platforms have temporarily paused IQD transactions to recalibrate internal systems. This initial volatility is expected with any newly floated currency and should be monitored closely by anyone involved in currency trade. Of special note is the language used in today's joint statement by the Central Bank of Iraq and the Iraq Ministry of Finance, which was shared with regional media outlets and quickly picked up by Reuters and Al Jazeera. The statement read, in part, Iraq recognizes the necessity of allowing the market to dictate the fair value of its sovereign currency, in alignment with global standards and IMF recommendations. Effective immediately, the Iraqi dinar shall be traded on the open foreign exchange market. That statement marks a turning point for the nation and its currency, and it is having a ripple effect in neighboring economies as well. Traders watching the Vietnamese dong, the Iranian rial, and even Egypt's pound are beginning to speculate whether similar policy adjustments could follow in the near future. But it's the dinar that has taken the first step. Banks across the United States, the UK, Canada, Germany, and the Gulf region have begun recalibrating their exchange software, and insiders report that several Tier 1 and Tier 2 banks have internally issued memos signaling the recognition of the new Forex-listed IQD rate. For dinar holders, today is a day many thought might never come. For years, holders of the currency waited as rumors swirled around potential rate adjustments, RV dates, redemption centers, and global asset-backed financial resets. But now we have a tangible, verifiable data point. The IQD is live on Forex, and it is being traded in real time. That alone removes it from the realm of pure speculation and places it into a legitimate, trackable financial class. That said, this development also comes with a degree of caution. Major financial analysts from CitiFX, Morgan Stanley, and HSBC have noted that while the IQD is now tradable, it does not automatically equate to a fixed revaluation rate of $3, $5, or higher. Those figures have long circulated within revaluation communities. But this new float model implies that the market itself will determine the value based on liquidity, demand, economic performance, and geopolitical factors. In the short term, sharp fluctuations are expected. Currency traders should remain aware of the risks involved and understand that initial spikes may not represent long-term sustainability. Meanwhile, the Iraqi government is moving to stabilize expectations. Prime Minister al-Sudani, speaking earlier today at a financial forum in Baghdad, praised the central bank's move, calling it a clear signal to the world that Iraq is open for investment and fully participating in the global financial order. He also noted that economic partnerships with Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and China will likely boost demand for the dinar in upcoming oil and infrastructure contracts, potentially lifting the currency's floor in future trade. Looking forward, all eyes will be on how the central bank manages liquidity, whether any capital controls will be introduced, and how quickly retail banks across the globe adjust to the new rate structure. As of now, most U.S. banks are not yet publicly exchanging dinar at the new Forex rate, but internal sources at two major banking institutions, Wells Fargo and Chase, have acknowledged that back-end system updates are currently in progress. The same appears to be true for HSBC branches in the UK and Deutsche Bank outlets across Europe. In the Middle East, Kuwaiti and Emirati banks were among the first to reflect the new Forex-linked rate in regional FX portals. In terms of accessibility, several online Forex brokers have now added the IQD to their available trading pairs. However, restrictions on leverage, lot size, and jurisdictional access may apply depending on local financial regulations. Investors should perform due diligence before engaging in any high-volume trades involving the IQD at this early stage. This also opens a potential window for financial institutions to issue IQD-denominated bonds, notes, and trade instruments, an opportunity that could stimulate Iraq's economy while increasing international participation in dinar-based assets. Whether the IMF, World Bank, or other regulatory bodies step in to guide this process remains to be seen. But for now, the momentum is strong, and the credibility of this move is undeniable. As this story develops, the Dinar Chronicle will continue to monitor official statements from Iraq's central bank, track real-time Forex data,